Namaskar, I am Dr. Keshav Chandra Mondal. Today I am going to share with you about US President Donald Trump's ambition of taking over the world. You see, after the Second World War, this type of vaulting ambition is visible in the works and actions of President Donald Trump. If you see the US politics, there are so many newspapers and articles and write-ups that demonstrate that President Donald Trump has a master plan. What is his master plan? Many of the politically conscious people in the world the ambition is to capture the natural resource. It is not the truth. He has some more other hidden ambitions. In that video, I would like to share with you about those um, wishes. What are his hidden ambitions? What is his thought actually? What he wants to do? That will be discussed in this video. Trump's Donald Trump is actually a businessman. He knows business, and he is one of the most ambitious presidents in the world at present. He's very much aware that he is undefeatable by any other forces, either uh, unilaterally or maybe jointly by some countries, by some major countries in the world, because they have strongest military power, strongest economic power, strongest what I say intelligence, everything they have at the highest level. That is why they want to take over the world like a predatory hegemon. So, you know, let me share with you about what US politics. It has been written by someone. The plan is he wants to take over the entire world. One of the fearless presidents, maybe in the last 8 years, and as a result, Donald Trump is firing on all cylinders. First, he stormed Venezuela. You see, he sent his troops to Venezuela and they entered in the bedroom of the president, Nicolas Maduro, and the Marines captured or arrested Venezuelan president and his wife. And Trump alleged that he is a narco trafficker. Narco trafficker, he did not give him to prove that he is not a narco trafficker. Though he said several times that no, he's not, I'm not a narco trafficker. But Donald Trump has an ambition, has a hidden plan to capture the Venezuelan oil. Then in a stunning move, he set up his sights on Greenland and Cuba. He said that he will take over Greenland. Is he a country he wants to wish? If someone, suppose China and Russia, or maybe BRICS countries, or any other country individually, if they say that we have a wish to capture or we have a wish to take over USA, how funny or how ridiculous and how strange will be that thought. But Donald Trump is expressing his thought openly. He says that I want to capture or acquire Greenland. And he says that it will be my pride privilege to take over Cuba because Cuba was very it's a communist country. Fidel Castro and his after the death of Fidel Castro, his brother Raul Castro was there as president, but he wants to take over the country. You see how dangerous his thought is, and now he's unleashed America's fury on Iran to end terrorism. He says that Iran is a terrorist country and he wants to end the terrorism of Iran. So it's all part, I mean, of Trump's grand plan to take over the Western Hemisphere and lock down a third White House term in 2028. So first term is to capture different countries in the world. Second, his hidden plan is to strengthen his position so that he can win or he can come in the presidency for the third time in 2028. So the commander in chief's master plot is said to involve securing Earth's vast oil and energy resources to pressure superpower nations such as China and Russia to bend to America, changing the geopolitical landscape forever. So, the third aim of Donald Trump is to dominate over Russia and China. If they can capture Iran, the Iranian oil is very large reservoir of oil. So if they can capture Iran, the supply channel of oil could be stopped for Iran and for China. And when America will be able to capture Iranian oil reservoir, they will be in a position to dominate China and Russia. And China and Russia will have to go down before America. This is his final intention. So Donald Trump wants to reshape the global economy and the global power structure. Presidential historian, one very famous presidential historian is Leon Wagner. He tells the Inquirer. Inquirer is a magazine. Okay? So he said, Leon Wagner said, quote, he wants to become the new George Washington to the world and secure the legacy of being the most powerful US president, unquote. Again, he said, quote, he has confided to his most trustworthy advisors that the only way to rule the world and make his mark is to control the oil and earth minerals. That is the goal, unquote. So when asked for comment, a White House representative told the Inquirer, quote, all of President Trump's foreign policy actions have safeguarded our national security and put America first. Yes, Donald Trump has earlier said that his motto will be to run the government or the US presidency by giving America first idea. So he said that MAGA must make America great again. He thinks that America is not great because people are not, or the countries are not respecting America or its president. So he wants that all the world leaders will bow down before him and they will respect him and they will surrender their sovereignty under the feet of Donald Trump. This is his ambition. This is his ambition. That's a very cruel ambition. It is very mischief ambition. It is a very bad ambition of a president of the United States of America. So his actions to take on the many threats posed by Iran, arrest, yeah, I said that he arrested narco-terrorist Nicolas Maduro and negotiated fairer trade deals and more have all brought deliverables home to the United States. The president is making America great again while simultaneously making the entire world safer and stronger than ever. Who told President Donald Trump, who has given him authority to oversee or to secure the safety and security of the world? Who has given? Can you say who has given? No, nobody has given. He is self-made or self-declared supreme power in the world. If Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was the supreme leader of the of Iran, then Donald Trump himself considers is the is the I mean almighty power of the world. All the countries, 193 countries in the world, are his tenants. Are the this thing, his ambition and his thought. What a crazy person of the United States of America. This is the cards of America that the people of America have elected such a president who is destroying the life and livelihood of the world as a whole, including their own people, the people of the United States of America. You see, in the span of 2 months, the daring POTUS protests eliminated two bloodthirsty dictators lording over oil-rich countries. Number one, Maduro was collared in Venezuela in January by US Special Forces in Operation Absolute Resolve, and Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was eliminated within the first 24 hours of America's Operation Epic Fury. So whatever he thinks in mind, he does that. He doesn't need any permission. He doesn't care the Supreme Court of the United States of America. He does not care the members of the Congress because he has majority. So, see, since the US already controls Venezuelan oil, securing Iran and Strait of Hormuz, the president Gulf Sea, the Persian Gulf to Sea passage, through which much of the world's oil passes, will allow America to choke China and Russia energy supplies and give Trump leverage at the negotiating table as those countries are forced to hand, hand over AI and other advanced technologies. Sources explain. Roger Stone, a longtime political consultant close to Trump, said the president is using military strength, economic leverage, and diplomatic efforts to strangle Russia and China, by potentially ending the flow of Iranian oil to China. You see, this is his hidden ambition that he would like to choke the channels of oil supply to China because everybody in the world knows that China is posing the greatest threat to the American hegemony. So, if China can be choked, if China can be obstructed, if China can be stopped its progress, then there will not be any rival. Most powerful rival. Russia is there, India is growing. You know, So this is the scenario in the world what Donald Trump is doing. US military is also flexing its muscle in the Western Hemisphere by pulverizing 157 suspected cartel drug runners and destroyed 46 boats, while announcing plans for a potential friendly takeover of Cuba. He said friendly he used to capture, he used to take over Cuba. What a thought. President Trump says he has written in his Truth Social post that it is time and it will be done. Okay, so Trump has told his lawmakers to look into what he would have to achieve to get a third term, says an insider of the US politics. So retired Army Major General Paul Valley, a top military expert, says Trump's plan to dominate the world has been a closely held secret for years. Trump really gets the big picture where others are now catching up to him, and what he is really trying to do. Well, he tells the Inquirer it's a grand plan. There's no doubt about it. Plan is great, but if he will be successful in achieving the plan, is confronted with many questions. Whatever he thinks is not so easy to acquire or to conquer, maybe by sheer power, by sheer applying his force and his military power. He has acquired Venezuela and he wants to acquire Cuba and Greenland, and is trying to capture now Iran's oil and wants to dominate the two other most powerful countries in the world, Russia and China. And lastly, he wants to become the president of the United States for the third time. So this is his hidden goal, and time will say whether he will be able to succeed or not. With this, I would like to conclude here. I would like to conclude here. Thank you. Thank you very much.